Welcome to On the Edge with JP Devine from Central Maine Sunday. On the Edge with JP Devine Audio is made possible by our subscribers like you. Thank you for listening and supporting local journalism in Central Maine. Now here's JP Devine.
The piano and me. My love affair with the piano began in my family's old upright that stood in the same place in the living room for 27 years. Nobody ever touched it but my mother, and she could only play two songs, Missouri Waltz and St. Louis Woman. Just some point it called to me, and I started picking out Christmas tunes. Then there was the old stand-up piano on the second floor of the YMCA on Loughborough Avenue. They had dances and games on Tuesday night. I was bad at games and I couldn't dance, so I wandered upstairs and I found it. I listened to the music from down below and I memorized it. That's simple. And so my travels with the 88 keys continued. Finding pianos like road signs wherever I went. Each spoke to me. Sit down, baby Jerry, play something. Each piano connected with some place, someone. There was the girl in Louisiana whose mother invited me to her home for Thanksgiving and let me play her piano. I played Missouri Waltz. When I was in high school, I had an after-school Christmas job at Famous Bar Department Store. One day, a grand piano appeared in the main lobby. No one ever played it. It was just there, it seems, like rented help, just to hold a group of poinsettias. It was white, like a movie piano, polished to a shine with real ivory keys. One very busy evening, I could no longer resist. I stopped working and I sat down and I ran my fingers over the keys. I touched one or two and then an entire chord, and pretty soon I was playing jazzed up Christmas carols, and small crowds started listening. I was no Bobby Short, and I only knew a few good chords, but gradually I got better, and I just knew that I had found something I loved and that loved me back. In summer stock, there was a coffee shop bar downstairs from the theater with a piano. They hired me to play for an hour or two after curtain. I got $5 and free pie. When working the night shift at the front desk of the Waldorf Astoria, I discovered on my break the famous Starlight Room on the roof, darkened for the night. I found the button that lit up the stars on the ceiling, and I sat at the white Steinway. It felt like I had died and gone to piano heaven. I wasn't bad at improvising at that time, so I ran through a couple of period pieces of Cole Porter, Gershwin, Gus Kahn. I sat there in the dark with only light coming from the elevator alcove. I ran my fingers over the keys and played Cole Porter's Every Time We Say Goodbye. Then I saw him, the man in a tux who suddenly appeared from nowhere. He was leaning on the door, smoking. That was Cole's piano, you know. His voice had a smile. I didn't think I was in trouble. He played that same tune on those keys. I knew Cole lived up here in the Waldorf Towers at the end of his life. It gave me a shiver to learn that my fingers and Cole's touched the same ivories. I ran my fingers over the keys, and when I looked back, the smoking man was gone. He must have been a guest from a party downstairs or a ghost. So here it is, almost New Year's Eve, and guess what I got for Christmas? My family, all 5 of them, bought me a piano. Not a piano like Cole's. It's a Yamaha keyboard set into a piano body. It's gorgeous. It speaks to me. Sit down, baby Jerry. Play something. New Year's Eve. I'll sit here with my constant date and play Cole's every time we say goodbye. It's the start of a glorious new year. God, I think, has finally delivered us from political and viral evil, or at least given us time to play every time we say goodbye. One more time before we do.
Thanks for listening to On the Edge with JP Devine. On the Edge with JP Devine audio is made possible by our subscribers like you. Thank you for listening and supporting local journalism in Central Maine.